Welcome back to another episode of Full Retard. Today we have more entitled parent stories. First up, Karen tries to take my bag after I tell her son no by K-Mations 13. This one time I was getting on the bus when I was leaving my local library. I got on and sat down next to entitled mom and pulled out my phone. She was with her whiny brat complaining that he was bored and was hungry. Honestly, I felt just a touch of sympathy for him, but then went back to my phone. He calmed down and stopped, but after a while he started hovering the game I was playing and asked to play. I told him no and to ask his mom if he could use her phone. Entitled kid, but my mom won't let me play. Me, I see an iPad next to your mom, kid. Get lost. Okay, I agree. That was a bit harsh, but I really get heated really easily. Here comes entitled mom. Entitled mom, why can't my beautiful angel use your phone for the shortest time? Me, now in HELL mode, because I can see an iPad next to you literally playing Netflix. Entitled kid, Mommy, I want to play. Entitled mom, I know, honey, and you're going to. Let my son have your effing phone. Me, you are not entitled to my phone, Karen. Entitled mom, shocked. How dare you call me a Karen? I'm a working stay-at-home mom, and I am offended by the use of a racist word equivalent of the N-word. Yeah, she actually said that. I take the phone from entitled kid, who managed to get it while we were arguing, put it in my bag, and attempt to move seats. Entitled mom sees this and grabs my bag full of homework, my laptop, and my phone, and gets it across 3 rows. I pick up my bag, hoping it wasn't damaged, and continue to scream at entitled mom for about 2 minutes. Entitled kid is having a mental breakdown, and people are scolding entitled mom about how I'm just trying to finish school. And I get off and round the corner happily knowing that Karen can't sue or call the popo because I'm gone from her sight. Trust me, she had the IQ of a peanut. Next up, She Has a Right to Her Dreams, You Monster by Recore 55. Honestly, this is a very short interaction I witnessed on the train the other day. It comes from an entitled mom stepping over her child's dreams. Be warned, there's no big payoff to this, just a short interaction witnessed from the sidelines. Now, we all know that as a kid, the best part of public transportation is the button. Be it bus or train, the button to stop or open at the end of the trip is basically the holy grail for a child. While on the train yesterday afternoon, I couldn't help but observe the following. A young girl, maybe about 8 to 10 with her mother, not something I make a habit of doing normally, but she came up and started talking to me, so I didn't have a choice in the matter. She was generally being bright and active, interacting with all the passengers in the way that kids sometimes can, where they are heartwarming rather than annoying. Her mother basically sat on her phone the whole time, ignoring her daughter completely until the train announced their stop, at which point she called her daughter over to the doors. Her child proceeded to bounce over in excitement and lined up directly in front of the door open button, poised to push it the moment the train came to a stop. As the platform approached, the train slowed to a gentle crawl. Visible excitement emanated from this kid as she remained laser-focused on the button, ready to strike. And then, suddenly, without warning, without mercy, in an act of cruelty I have never seen before or since, her mother pressed the button on the other side of the door. You could see the disappointment visibly wash over the carriage in a wave as every individual whom had interacted with the lovely young lady glared at her mother. We weren't mad. We were all just disappointed. Okay, I'll admit some of us were probably mad. The only sound heard was a quiet squeak, "Mom, I wanted to push the button," and a stern reply as she stepped from the cabin, "I don't care. Hurry up. We're running late." And with that, they were gone. The doors closed behind them, leaving out a lingering feeling of gloom amongst the remaining passengers, which was promptly cured by the teenage schoolboy sitting by the doors with his bike, spoken just loudly enough to elicit giggles from half the carriage. Cold-hearted bee. Finally, entitled father is apparently in charge of when someone needs the bathroom by Sad and Hungry 18. Sorry if this seems a little off, but this was like 8 years ago, and I was tired at the time. When I was a kid, my father would use the bathroom but leave the door open. The bathroom was between my bedroom and the living room kitchen. So anytime I would go from one end of the house to the other and Dad was in the bathroom, I would be yelled at, like he didn't even warn anyone or even turn on a light. So of course we'd walk by to do stuff and see that. Our bathroom light worked just fine and everyone else would have to close the door to go. It got to the point where we'd yell, "Anyone in the bathroom?" before we walked by, and if he was or wasn't in the bathroom, we'd be yelled at. You're supposed to know when someone's in here, as the door would be closed, or STFU, no one's in here if he wasn't. It was really weird. I mean, this is the father that would yell at us when we were even quietly playing in our rooms and would accidentally make a noise, but still. When we had company, he'd close it like a normal human, but not when it was just the family. I remember one night when I was about 16 or so, waking up, needing to go to the bathroom and turn on the light. There was Dad, standing at the toilet. And this is the exchange as I remember it. Me. I quickly covered my eyes and said, God, Dad, close the door when you're in here. Dad. How the hell am I supposed to see then? Me. With the light? Dad. But it hurts my eyes when I get up for a minute to use the bathroom. Besides, none of you girls are supposed to be out of bed at this hour for any reason. Just hold it till morning. He almost yelled at me. Me. Dad, I have OBS, overactive bladder syndrome. I can't just hold it. The doctor told me to never hold it for long periods of time. I was peed, as he knows this. Dad, I thought you were taking meds for that. You're up like 5 times a night still. Maybe it's time to up your dose. Try taking 2 or from now on. Me. I can't just up my meds, Dad. I'm at the highest dose possible. And more than that can cause serious problems. Dad. Stop making excuses and just do as I say. Me, it's not an excuse. It's the truth, Dad. Besides, I went from close to 10 trips at night to close to 3, not 5. That's a huge improvement. Dad, you're grounded. Me, what? Why? For talking back to me. Now go to your room and don't even think of coming out for food in the morning. He pushed me aside as I couldn't see that he was now decent. In fact, don't come out of your room at all tomorrow. After that, he went to bed. And yes, I did leave my room the next day, as when Mom came to wake me up, I told her what had happened, and she blew into him. Too long, didn't read. Dad used bathroom with door open and extracted everyone to know he was in there. Thanks for listening. Remember to like this video, subscribe on YouTube, and to our podcast. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.